Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. يعطيكم العافية. It was a nice session. Thank you, Hanan, as well for the moderation.
Thank you. So the first question for Dr. Samira from Natasha. Would you please clarify more regarding the analysis of medicated MD? You mentioned that the analysis will be after registration. So can we get the website, please? And she need the medical device registration started through online portal now or in Oman or directly hard copies. So she's asking mainly about more details about the analysis medicated the medical device and if the process will be like directly through the online or they have to submit the hard copies there.
No, we haven't started the online registration. It's only in the portal, it's only the classification. And regarding the analysis, when we'll send the registration certificate, we'll send along with the analysis requirement report for the product.
Okay. So the next question also for you, Dr. With the new regulation of the medical devices, will the medicated medical device move to the medical device sector or will remain as it is? This is for you, Dr. Samira.
I think the question is not clear, Hanan. Can you read it again, please?
With the new regulation of the medical devices, will the medicated MDS move to the medical device sector or will remain as it is?
So they are asking if such as fillers or will remain with the medicine department or it will go with the medical devices department, doctor.
Until right now, no, it will remain with us, with the medicine department. In the medical device, it's only the instrument because they don't have pharmacists, they have only engineering.
So now this question for everyone, like how is the medical devices submission different in each country? Like, is there like similarities in all of the countries or like there is like a specification in some countries?
So it depends on the regulation of each country, and each country have its own regulation. I believe the people who asking this question after the session that we had, they know now that it is different from country to country. I have a question for Bahrain registration of medical devices. They are asking, is the machine registration implemented or still it's listing and importation?
For registration, our plan is to register all medical devices by 2026. Right now, you can import medical devices by just complying with the importation requirements without registering your device until 2026. But in general, most of the requirements are shared as well with registration.
And the registration has to be by a local distributor or a local agent. They cannot, as a company, to import their medical devices without the local distributor, right?
Yes.
So licensing and a local distributor is required.
You need to have an authorized representative inside Bahrain.
Okay. And also for Dr. Rida, the incident reporting, is it only for the end user for the time being or no?
You mean for field safety notices, or
Yes.
if there is an adverse event, then it's
Yes.
You report it to both us.
Both. Okay. Regarding the medical device maintenance, does NHRA allow the machine to be shipped from the legal country to another for a maintenance or no?
I do not have the answer for that, to be honest. You could email me the question and I will answer it because I don't have.
So Raja, if you can email me the question or email directly Dr. Rida, then we will have an answer on this. For Jordan, we did ask about the analysis. Hanan, do you have any other questions from your side?
Is there a plan for Reliance for fast approval if already registered in another Eastern country?
So let us ask Jordan. دكتورة سندس شو رأيك في Reliance؟
Sorry for that. No. No. The process should take its journey for registration in Jordan, even it's registered in other countries.
And I think in Bahrain they don't have a registrations yet,
No
as they said.
privilege, I mean.
You need to. Yes, I agree. Any other questions?
We have a question for Bahrain from Raga. The incident report is only
Yes,
for...
I already
you already
asked that. Yes. One other question. What do you think about pricing the product of non-medicated medical device, aesthetic medical devices? So UAE has just recently implemented that. What do you think about that? Munir, can you tell us your experience in Europe? Are they pricing such products?
What do you mean by pricing? Is it reimbursement or?
No, they have a committee to put a specific price that will be used in the market, like medicine only.
No. For now, there is no such thing on the market for that. So what we are doing in Europe is more the intervention. So what kind of intervention will be reimbursed, for example? But in terms of pricing, they say they don't say for this kind of product. They don't say, oh, this will be this price on the market or whatever. For now, there is no regulation for such product.
No regulation. And in Oman, in Jordan, I guess they don't do
Excuse
that
me.
as well. Yes.
At GFA,
Please.
we have. Yes. We
Yes,
have
this is what
pricing now for such products like a filler, intra-articular injection, pacemaker, something like this. We start pricing these medical devices.
I did not know because I understood. But for the filler, Doctora, not yet, right?
Not yet. I mean hyaluronic acids, intra-articular.
Yes, the
injection that given in
yes, because
knees.
it's yes, I know, but because that is related to a treatment, so you consider it from a point of view as a medicine, right?
Yes. Yes.
So another
And
question
also for
you.
malpractice, some doctors take too much money. So it's sometimes cost 200 and the patient pay 1,200. So we have to save the patient also.
I agree. It makes sense when it's a part of the treatment, not a part of aesthetic or cosmetics thing.
Yes.
I agree.
It's a treatment. Yes.
Okay. And Doctora, they are asking, is it required to have a sample for analysis for each batch in shipping?
Yes. After registration, each shipment should take analysis. Yes. For each invoice.
Yes, going back to the pricing topic, what about in Saudi, Dr. Faisal? Are we pricing? You are muted. If you can open your mic, please. Yes.
There is no such a practice for medical devices, but it's a practice in pharmaceutical or medicinal products. Yes, they are. But for medical devices, there is none so far.
No pricing. And I guess in Oman, no pricing yet, right?
Yes, no pricing. But there is a plan.
There is a plan. I believe, from my point of view, I believe when it's related to a medicine and related to a patient safety, yes, the price should be controlled so it will be visible and available to everyone. Whereas in the aesthetic, it depends on the government then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was a wonderful session. Thank you for having you all. Hanan, you did a great job. Thank you as well.
Can I interject?
Yes. Please.
Regarding your question about the medical device, it's allowed to send it outside for maintenance.
Yes, thank you very much. Raja, here you go. You got your answer. So it's allowed to send it back. and maintain it and return it back. Another question that people asked me earlier, but I just remember, is it allowed to import used machine? For example, if a dental doctor or orthopedic doctor who have a clinic in Jordan, for example, and then he want to export his products or his devices again to Saudi or Bahrain or Oman, is it allowed to get a used product from his clinic to his clinic or no?
If
Can we
this
start
question is for
with,
me, then the answer
No.
is no.
please? No. And what about you, Dr. Samira?
No, not allowed. Used
I
machine,
think
yes.
Saudi.
No,
Dr. Faisal?
Yes,
no,
used
not
machine.
allowed practice.
No. دكتورة سندس, what about العكس? So we will get also.
If you want to send
Can
it for fixation, you can send.
no, I mean
You can
he is
send to
changing.
fix
No,
and
I
bring
mean
it
that.
back again. But if you want to bring another one, used one, it's not allowed.
Okay. Can any one of you tell me what is the
If I have clinic in Dubai, I want to send. Mhm.
sorry, we are overlapping. Yes, please go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, if I have dental clinic in Dubai, and I want to send used instrument or used dental chair to my clinic in Jordan, it's not allowed.
Okay. Can any one of you tell me what is the sequence? Why this is not allowed? I know commercially, you are affecting the agent who is in that country. So people will not buy from him and get the product from the different country. But rather than this, any other effect, if you may, please, Dr. Faisal.
Well, keep in mind we are talking here about health products, things that
Yes.
dealing with health products. So now we are not talking about
Yes.
economical part of it or the business point of view. That's a complete different story. But what we are talking about here is the quality of the product. Now it's been used. First of all, if it's going to be sent, these are factors to be considered. If you're going to send it across the borders to another country,
Mm-hmm.
are you the manufacturer who's allowed to do that? Number one. Number two, how it was used during when it was in service.
Mm.
Was it used
Yes.
until it exceeded its shelf life or its durability life or not? Is it
Mm-hmm.
sterile? There are a lot of points and factors that it's near to impossible to achieve and confirm and provide documentation that will say, yes, I am 100% that I covered this, covered this.
Comply.
Yeah.
Mm.
By the end of the day, the total cost for the
Yes.
manufacturer will be more than making a new product.
Mm.
And even the amount of the regulatory work that they need to provide and justify will be twice or three times if it's a new product. That's my point of
Uh,
view. If any of the
that
other
makes
experts
sense.
want to.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Anyone would like to add?
I think all we have the same reasons.
Okay. So safety, quality, and efficacy, which is totally understood. Yes, it makes sense now. Munir, would you like to add anything on this?
No, I agree. So for me, it's the same. So mainly, I joined Dr. Faisal on that. So maybe it would be more resource needed to have all those products recertified, if I can say. First, is it authorized to have those products on the countries? Then, do we have all the documentation for it? Is the manufacturer aware of that, etc.? So there is a lot of things, and as I said, so is the product now also still working correctly with the right performance, everything? So there is a lot of those questions that you have to clear before we can say yes, the products can be used, which I suppose would be really, as you say, a nightmare, and prefer to buy a new product than to go through this
I
again.
agree. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming and give us your time. Dr. Sundus, Dr. Faisal, Dr. Samira, Engineer Hussein, and thank you, Hanan, of course. Thank you, Munir, for joining us. Always, you are on top of educational part of medical devices. We are happy to have you here today. And see you soon next time on site, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
See
very
you.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Pleasure. Bye.